how to win. Deco tick, oh deco tack. Deco tick, oh deco tack. Deco tick, oh deco tack. Deco tick, oh deco tack.
Alright, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, VALTORIOUS. Now, tonight, I'm bringing you Goblin Slayer. That the very, the very controversial anime slash manga that everybody's been talking about. Now, I know it ended like, what, a couple weeks ago? You know, a couple weeks ago that it ended, and so much controversy with that. I mean, people have been saying, oh, well, I mean, to me, he kind of, I mean, everyone's been saying, like, you know, he kind of reminds you a little bit like Guts, even though the stories are completely different, but there are some situations that sound a little bit similar. Now, I mean, the manga and the anime, there was some stuff that was different, because I remember rape. I remember there was some goblin semen, there was a lot of stuff splooging around in the manga, and there was certain scenes that was in the anime and in the manga that was in the reverse, and I was like, okay. Like the part with the Goblin King, was he the Goblin King? Or the Lord, either the Goblin King or the Goblin Lord, and he had freaking he had like the women, right? He had them all like in this like women for shields and stuff, but as how it was in the manga, right? They had put the goblin to sleep, stabbed them, rescued them and stuff, because Goblin Slayer himself, you know, he was like, oh man, this is what they are. So as he had the troops, his troops coming in and do that, he was off slaughtering the Goblin Lord's nest and killing every goblin that was there and stuff. And then, you know, they brought in the Goblin champions, right? They came along, his team, I should say, defeated them and stuff until he was running out of options. He was like, man, like, this can't go down, this can't go down. Then you see y'all boy come walking out, oh, they all dead and I murdered them and stuff. And he's like, what the nani? Like that. He fights the Lord beats him, and then he thinks that because he told the princess, he was like, or the priestess I should say, he was telling her, please let me go, I ain't gonna do this again. Then you see in his sick sadistic mind, he was like, yeah, people who've done this, they've let me go. I've raped them, I've killed them, I've enslaved them. I said, damn, y'all goblins are sick for this. Y'all fucking goblins are sick for this. You know, that shit reminded me of Overlord. When at the ending, when Ainzu Gold basically brought in like you had the Goblin hit squad, the Goblin assassins, the Goblin priests, you had the Goblin warriors, soldiers. I was like, shit, if freaking if Goblin Slayer came from that universe and went over to the Ainzu Gold universe, to the Overlord universe, he would probably lose his shit, because those goblins are a little stronger than the ones that we see in Goblin Slayer, a little strong. So he would probably have like a fucking field's nest with that shit. He'll probably just lose his mind. And well, I can't discredit my boy and say they would probably just murder his shit. But we talking about Ainzu Go here. But that's a story for a different subject. But I mean, it first starts off right with these are young adventures, right? Saying, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But in the manga, I don't know, it was different to me. Like I don't know if they was older or he had a whip. I don't know, it felt different, but I don't know, I guess it was rewritten differently, I don't know. But you know, it still happened the same way, right? Over to the tunnels, they got immediately tricked by the goblins, the guy died. They took the girl, well, they stabbed the other girl, ripped her clothes off, and they began their business. I was like, man, I kind of remember it differently. Like, yeah, it kind of still happened, but there was a little bit more into it. I'm like, I know my mind didn't go off somewhere, but yeah, that happened. And then the other girl, she was kind of already near dead, and then the priest, the prince, I keep fucking saying this shit, but the priestess woman, you know, she came along and was like, oh, I'm about to die. Then who comes along? Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer comes along, rescues her, kills every goblin that's there, even the children. She said, you gonna kill children? Yeah, because they know when you've spared them, they're gonna remember you. And then they're gonna grow up, and they're gonna remember what happened, and that's just gonna be an endless cycle. So you might as well kill them there. So this man does not let them go at all, because his origin story was when I guess he was at a small little village or whatever. And then you had the goblins that showed up. They killed and raped his sister, and he was underneath watching the entire thing, and his mind was completely shattered and stuff. Even though when you see Goblin Slayer, he doesn't really have like a I wouldn't say he's not good with people, but his communication skills is a bit off. You know, he doesn't really have good communication skills, because you see he's almost like one of those people, a non-sociable person, where he's just only like a few syllables, like yeah, yes, sure, good, yeah, like that. And it's not really fully until later on in the story it starts to progress differently and gets a little bit better, because how I've explained the ending part of Goblin Slayer in the manga, like I said, it was in the reverse. The part with the Goblin Lord, that came first, and then the other part with the Goblin Champions when they was inside the sewers, that was the last part. And then the mirror, that was all last. But like I said, it was in the reverse in the anime and stuff. But overall, Goblin Slayer is still like a pretty, it's good, you know, it's really good, you know. Then eventually, like, he meets these companions, right? He has people that's by his side. Then they go off, they go kill goblins. I guess the high elf woman, she was trying to like, oh yeah, I want to get him into a real adventure and stuff. It was funny because all of this was still going on, like, yeah, him killing goblins, but there was like a grand threat where it was supposed to be, I guess, a demon king or demon god that was either getting resurrected or coming back. But then you had the heroes who defeated him, and I'm like, somebody told him, they said, oh, like that like there's a demon god resurrected or whatever, so you don't care about that? He said, yeah, but the goblins would ravage the town and destroy all of that before, I guess, the demon god would come along. So I mean, he's not wrong. Like, he's not wrong, because if you worry about the big threat that's happening, right, the really big major threat, but you still have like other threats that's out there that's gonna ravage on the big possibility and the big one that's happening, and be like, oh, I'm coming over to your city, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and just take whatever that they want, and goblins would do that. So he's not wrong. But I mean, oh man, it's so good, because again, this dude, his mind is fried. He has a team that's with him, and they will go with him and stuff and just help him and stuff. So it's like, yeah, but you can see like he's starting to change a little bit, because at the ending of the show, he was like, I think I want to be an adventurer. I think I want to go on adventures and stuff. So his mind was starting to open up, because last time I checked in the manga, I don't think there's any more chapters. It's been a while since I checked, but I didn't really see anything else after the whole cave incident that happened and stuff. But yeah, Goblin Slayer is pretty good. Even when he was in the sewers and he was fighting that big goblin, the goblin basically hit him, and he was like, just, I guess, had a near-death experience or something, and then he got brought back, and then he took his eye. He just took his eye and stuff, but the way he was looking, he scared the goblin. He's like, oh fuck, I mean, you a champion, but you were scared and stuff. So I mean, the fight scenes was pretty good. Then there was this other goblin that they was in some sort of cave, and then he had like a spell, and then the spell went off, and the spell basically was like was it a bomb? No. I think it was. I forgot what the spell was. I think he either sucked the demon in and killed, like, ripped half his body off, or it did something to him. But either way, he had like one powerful scroll in his possession and stuff, and it was like, oh, that's used to kill something like greater. Like, why would you use it on the goblin? But this goblin, no, it wasn't a goblin. It was a demon. Yeah. I'm sorry. It wasn't a goblin. It was like a demon lord or a demon that was in the thing, and the demon was summoning fire and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, you're gonna use it? Why would you use this mirror spell on the goblin for?" Like he was like, "Oh, this will exterminate like a nest or something." He's like, "On them?" And then he just stabs the demon guy and stuff, the demon creatures. I was like, "Shit, man! Like, fucking yo, like this dude, like." All right, I'm with it. So I can't wait for them to do like season 2. Like I personally, I want to know what's happening, like what they're gonna do, because frankly, Goblin Slayer is a really good anime. Encourage anybody to check out the manga because it's good. Is a possibility that Goblin Slayer himself might come up against a situation that he can't get himself out of, and maybe we might see a teammate that died, or it probably might change his opinion on how he's trying to see things differently now, because he's trying to see things differently and do things a little bit more differently and stuff. And will it be more of him killing other creatures besides goblins? Because the whole point about Goblin Slayer is him killing goblins, just wiping them off the face of the earth. But there's other creatures that's even more stronger than goblins, and that can do a way more than what's given to him and stuff. So there's that. See, everyone was flipping out of the Sword Maiden because of how her appearance and how she looked and stuff, but she can no longer do the stuff as the other girl can do, because, well, not only did they took her eyesight, they raped her and did everything else to her. They said, they hurt you? And she was like, yeah, it hurt. I was like, this anime, I'm like, man, like, it kind of makes you it almost do feel like Berserk, though. I mean, here's a good question. Who you think will probably win? Let me know in the comment section below. Who you think will win? Goblin Slayer or Berserk? Or Guts. Real Man Guts. Goblin Slayer or Real Man Guts? Let me know in the comment section below who you think actually will win that fight. And, well, there was that trainer his master that taught him. Because he taught him how to survive and stuff. And then they was in some sort of ice glacier place, and the ice was coming down. And he was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to learn how to accept this and stuff, and do whatever. Think how they think and stuff." So it's like as if his mind itself was turning goblin to think like how the goblins would think, and then just kill him. So it's gonna be interesting if because the word's already gotten out that there's a person who's named Goblin Slayer, who's called Goblin Slayer, and he goes out there and he kills all the goblins. Now, it could be possible that maybe in season 2 we can probably also see that maybe the goblins probably catch whiff of this, right? And then it's like, oh, they think of different methods that he's not familiar with, or do something that he's like, what? This is not how they act. And it just completely catches him off guard, because we've seen him very knowledgeable on how to kill him, how to trap him, how to do all this stuff to them. But if they come up with a way that he's not really familiar with and catches him off guard, that's also going to be quite interesting to see. Like, will he go mad and berserk, or will he just completely crumble and be like, I don't know what to do? Like, they doing some next level shit right here. Like, I personally don't know what to do. So, I can't wait to see. Man. I just can't wait to see season 2 of Goblin Slayer. So, if you like what you heard you like, please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff. I'll catch you later.